That's the thing. I don't know where they're getting it.
Twos. I want to say twos. Yeah. I'm actually, yeah, it was OpTic. They did not make the decision earlier on, did they, for the ones match? They were called out by Ground Zero.
Yeah, Super Lucky called him out, which is pretty crazy. But we are underway. It's probably going to be a sweep. I'd love to see. I think if OpTic got one, and obviously they're not going to be happy with that, but it would certainly be respectable against this sort of a lineup. Here's Magic Bear off the rip as well. Radosin has to dive across. And OpTic had the first real cheat of the game. Radosin blocked out again. Just finds Zen somehow in the midfield by himself. So much space. Goes low. Reset. Just doesn't get back to it.
And whilst it might be very annoying that you think to yourself, well, we're in the lower bracket. Why on earth are we meeting the world champions? The mentality on all of these teams needs to be, we can be that team. We can be the first team to eliminate this roster from a tournament, which almost feels like a title in itself at this point.
Why does every game feel like it's on Utopia Coliseum? Is it just me? Is anyone at home? Let me know. I feel like we've had 1v1s. We saw the Monkey Moon Venom 1v1 on Utopia. What's the map rotation like? Can we get the logistics on this?
I think the 1v1 or match 2, I believe, is on... Oh, it's the beach map. I forgot what it's called for some reason.
Yeah, Salty Shores.
Salty Shores, there we go.
Yeah,
Shot, wow.
I think it's changing every game. That we're just getting kept, you know.
What you're saying is there's every chance I can get Utopia Retro in this.
I want to see a bit of Neo Tokyo action. We haven't seen that all tournament long.
Best map.
Best map.
Are you joining me on that one?
Yeah. I love it.
Oh, let's go.
Best game, 6 map.
Second best at most.
Yeah, we'll save Neo Tokyo for the best of 7s coming up in the playoffs. But as we said, all of these group stage matches are best of 5s, even the lower and upper finals. So we will be following along these best of 5s, and so far the deadlock has not been broken. This is positive signs for OpTic Gaming. Vitality, we saw what they did against Gladiator Shogun. They were scoring in the first 6 seconds, so good signs early.
Rattles off the wall, tries to find the double. He's got it, but Alpha very comfortable. Now looks for the low challenge, but goes a bit too early. Here's AJ. Pass to a pre-jumping Rattles, who was not far off it.
Oh, I love the chance, though, and I love the fact that they would create that. They just couldn't get it to work. Here's AJ, though, just sends it downfield. He caught out a touch, his Vitality. That's an awkward touch from Zen as well. Shot goes low. Everyone there. Zen up so fast as well, but OpTic still in control, outpacing, more chances coming through, more shot. No, somehow Radosin has saved it.
What a save, and now it's Zen on the opposite side of the field. He's out of boost. That should be 1-0, and it was not for a lack of trying. OpTic Gaming put together a worldie of a play, and it still wasn't enough.
Absolute chaos coming through, and we do get the map rotation as well. We'll go through that one in between games. Right now, this is absolute chaos. Reynolds with a great save, but it's off the sidewall. Alpha tried to kick it out, but he missed the ball.
Still 0-0. Vitality have been beatable in the 3s. That feels weird to say. Now AJ up. Magic Bear chasing down Alpha. Goes in and out, and he's just too smooth.
Perfect defense from Alpha, and now is this a chance? No, great save from Reynolds. Follow up. AJ's been huge this game. He's certainly showing a lot of confidence. We hear that he's battling a little bit of illness at the moment after that Reynolds interview, so to see that. But here is Zen, does get bumped off it. She'll get blocked out. Radosin's there as well. OpTic Gaming playing this very well. They're looking fantastic. Perhaps the best we've seen them in the 3v3 so far this tournament. Still can't get that goal on Vitality just yet.
So the best I've seen them in 3v3 in a very long time. They are really stepping up to the plate. They are trying to add to the pace. And they've got, no, it's stopped again. And now the shot. Oh, that is so painful.
Zen again just finds a way through the demo on Reynolds. He spawned. Could he have got back? We don't know which way he turned. I couldn't quite see it. But Vitality pinch a goal. OpTic should have scored 2 or 3 times in this game.
And it's not like they didn't take the shots pretty well. But Zen not only found a save, he got the pass from the save. Feels bad, man, for OpTic Gaming. And there's no shame in the way that they have played this at all. They have been, for my money, the better team when it comes to expected goals. But that is not how this works. It works by putting the ball in the net. Radosin was able to do so. And now OpTic need to go coast to coast.
Reddles goes high, it's blocked out. Ball should be hitting the ground. It's hit the corner, staying up. Zen's on it, trying to get this ball down. Goes around. Vitality win game 1. I dare say that OpTic were the better team, though.
I agree.
That's how these best of one sort of game modes sometimes work there. You don't always have to be the best team. You just have to put more goals in the back of the net.
All right, well, here's your conundrum here, OpTic. 1v1 or take on the French in 2s?
We're about to find out right this instant. I think OpTic have already sent it through. You ready? Those watching at home, are we going to see Zen in the 1v1? Reddles had so much confidence in the interview, but was that all for show? Is he going to try and take down Zen, who scored 12 goals?
It would be the most Rettles move to claim the 1s.
2. No,
we've got the 2s.
And it's
so
not
it's
going
Magic
to be,
and Rettles versus Alpha and Zen.
So AJ clearly dealing with a little bit of illness and not even participating in the 2s today. So it's, you'd expect AJ probably to be in the 1s and 2s, but not partaking in either game mode. It's going to be Magic Bear and Reynolds, as you said. And on the other side, Alpha and Zen is the expected 2v2 lineup. Those two have played, I'd say, thousands of 2s games together.
Yeah, it's just... Maybe you could not have scripted a worse scenario for OpTic to find themselves in. When you think to yourself, all right, you're in the lower bracket in the second round. What's the worst way this could look? Well, it looks a little bit worse now. You're against the world champions. And also, your star player, the one that is supposed to participate in every single game, is ill. You could not make it up.
I mean, they should be playing Oxygen right now. There's no two ways about it, but this is what happens in the crew battles. Sometimes crazy things happen. Reddles is going to be able to get one back on Alpha. If he does get it through, he went for the pre-flip. He could have just double jumped through. They're going the team pinch. The boys on Vitality having fun with it. OpTic need to get to work.
Yeah, and this is going to be incredibly difficult for them. Not that I don't rate Rettles and Magic Bear, but Zen and Alpha are a very different breed when it comes to 2s. Alpha looking for the double tap. You can see Zen's going to get there before the support arrives. Triple tap from Zen.
Saved the flip after the second touch off the crossbar. Alpha hands it off. He gets the reset. It's perfect. And then waits to use it behind Magic Bear. Zen is ridiculous.
The fact that he has fully planned that to be a triple as well, because as you mentioned, he saved the flip. Could have used it on the second one, didn't, knew it would be more useful later on. Now we've got a couple of bump attempts, but no one's really putting the pressure on Alpha.
They should have scored there if the pass came across, but he went for the bump instead. Here's the air dribble bump coming through. They're in big trouble. Reddles puts it in his own net. A forced own goal. Zen was just all over it.
Yeah, Zen once again looking for the air dribble bump, and that's the sort of the unspoken horrible bit when you are facing that play is you have to misposition yourself just to escape the bump. And in doing so, it's always going to be a worse touch.
And not everyone is Raziers either, which is a serious problem when you're defending, when you're trying to get away from a bump.
Raziers looked like he had a dodge block going on. I have no idea what was happening with that. The hitbox on that car was like non-existent.
Ridiculous. Absolutely wild from Raziers. And we saw him earlier on the A stream today hit, I believe, the first pogo we've seen, at least on land in a big tournament, as Zen gets his 85th goal today. Take my word for it.
Probably not that far off. The worst part is I think you're actually 25% of the way. Zen adds another one to the tally. Wasn't the goal scorer in the Flurries game. That was the first game he's not scored in. Making up for it here in the 2s, and they are well ahead.
Yeah, it's well and truly Jova this one, as Reynolds tries to get the touch. Can he get a bump? No, Alpha's already up. So quick at pre-jumping. Is still somewhat open, but Zen dawdles back, almost knowing that the ball wasn't going in, and now gets a solo play. One reset, takes it through. Magic Bear pre-jumps. Good defense.
Yeah, but you can really see Vitality just do not respect OpTic's 2s at the moment. Happy to leave the 2v1s. And OpTic have been very trigger shy when it comes to actually committing to the 2v1. Even 4 goals down, it's been awkward. It's been weird, and I'd say it's been the wrong decision, as Zen does not add the 5th.
Very close. Another chance through. Magic Bear gets a great pass. They're certainly trying to work as a team, Reynolds and Magic Bear, but we're not seeing the demos come through, which is perhaps could have been the difference. If Reynolds could get active physically, perhaps something could have happened there. That's a huge 50, a huge touch. Zen is already back. His recovery's out of this world. Passes over to Alpha. Alpha gets the demo. He's got under half a game left, and OpTic Gaming gets a score and looking in trouble.
Rattle's got the 1v1. We've got a slight glimpse of what I wanted to see, CJ. As now he goes across and he slices the shot into the bottom corner. Life for OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, Zen's been a little bit slack on his positioning. I'm not sure if he's kind of, I don't want to say mucking around, but he was certainly sitting a lot deeper than we'd expect there. A little bit out of position, caught out, went for the pre-jump. Great shot from Reddles. And 3 goals, certainly doable.
We saw it yesterday even. A very short period of time. 2s can swing very quickly. Vitality need to be aware of that. Need to take OpTic seriously. Magic Bear off a few demo attempts. He's got the shot, but Alpha, not for the first time, has nailed the in and out save.
Reddles has got a great touch off the ceiling. Goes to 50. Where's Magic Bear? No, he's waiting. He's been caught out. Has to touch it to the side. Didn't get a follow-up either. He has to recover now. Reddles in trouble. No boost on the side of OpTic, and this is where Alpha loves this chance, but that ceiling pinch left a lot to be desired. Here's Zen. One reset. Goes low. Perhaps didn't quite get it. Reddles still low boost. Zen throwing himself at it, and just coming down to a minute 10 now. OpTic need 3. Vitality stalling well, but a huge dunk from Reddles. Where's Magic Bear? Is there a follow-up?
That's a great question.
No.
That is a phenomenal question, CJ. Where was Magic Bear? That is not the first time OpTic have had a very good position and they just don't go for it. I don't know what Magic Bear's boost was like. I feel like you've got to at least show your face anyway. Put the pressure on, maybe get the goalkeeper to make another mistake and you can get another freebie. But OpTic just seem like they've resigned to losing this one.
Yeah, they're still playing defensive, which is quite weird to see. Magic Bear, though, tries to get the touch in. Alpha just been so clinical right now at just trying to ice this one out. A double commit, but it works out. They pinch it out of defense now, and there's going to be all Vitalities. We'll be heading back to the 3s. Vitality potentially sweeping again, and it would say an expected result, but OpTic certainly could have won game 1. This could have been a different series, but maybe Shogun, they can take out this game 3, and then who knows in the ones.
Yeah, but in this game, the strategy was just wrong. Outright. They were, I assume, waiting for a big win. But that's just not going to happen here. You're not going to get a moment where Vitality don't have a position where they can recover from. So I feel like they just need to just go. It's a half chance, but a half chance is as good as it's going to get.
Yeah, it just felt like they were playing almost a 1v2, like a 2 1v1s almost, where they were throwing those passes in the defense, but once they got up on the offense, they weren't willing for that bump, find that extra pass. It was just that one player rotating all the way back, grabbing the mid or back corner boost, and just meant the end of their offense so quick. They weren't able to sustain any pressure, which was a bit different to what we saw in their 3s gameplay, where they were willing to take those risks, push downfield, look for those extra passes, and they almost got rewarded for it in game 1. Can they do it here? If they play that same game that they did in game 1, I think they can take this 3s game.
Well, AJ now back to the field. Redosin now back to the field. Can OpTic make a series of this, or are Vitality just going to continue moseying on And if Vitality do win in the way that they are playing at the moment, it puts so much pressure on that upper bracket match. Because not only do you not want to be losing that, you don't want to be losing that and then taking on a Vitality that has just won 2 in a row.
Yeah, they've got the hot hand right now, Team Vitality, but can OpTic do anything about it? Will it be, as you said, Vitality moving on? Well, I tell you what, it's happened again. What is going on? We've seen goals in the first 10, 15, 20 seconds of every single game at Gamers8 so far.
Like, the scriptwriters need to find some new material. And they score within the first 5 seconds is getting reused an awful lot. Don't even remove the copy-paste.
How are we 7 years into this esport and we still concede kickoff goals? Like, at what point are we going to come together as a collective and work out how to lock it down for 30 seconds? Vitality have 2 already.
This is getting really, really dominant in very short time. I kind of get where you're coming from. It's the ones where they happen without anything, I'm going to say, interesting really happening. Nothing gets too weird. It's just, hey, a regular kickoff happened and we've conceded.
It doesn't make sense. I'm not happy about it either.
Like, if it's a Spanish kickoff, the fake kickoff, you know, a delayed kickoff, I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
but
just
kickoff, then immediate shot. Like, even if it was a dribble afterwards, actually, it would make sense.
Yeah, that one just felt like nothing. Alpha just walked the ball in. It was a huge kickoff win, as you said, with no massive strategy from either side, which is very confusing. But anyway, OpTic, 2 goals down now. In game 1, they really were keeping that thing locked even until they did concede that counter-attack. But this is a different story. Perhaps Vitality have, I don't know, I don't like using the word figure them out, but they've certainly warmed up.
Yeah, it felt like there was an air of inevitability. There was hope in the air. And then the shot on target, Zen saved, Radosin scores. It looked a little bit like this.
A lot.
Vitality have got their 3rd. I'm going to inform everyone, by the way, because I don't feel like we're going to get to see it in this series, but the rest of the map rotation, it goes like this. It starts with Utopia Coliseum, Salty Shores, Forbidden Temple, that's where we're at the moment. And then it goes Wasteland Night, and then it's our favorite map, CJ, Neo Tokyo.
We just haven't seen a game 5.
We just have not seen a game 5. We got 1 game 4 yesterday. One of these needs to be on target. Maybe not that one.
Oh, no. Oh, no. What has happened here? 1 shot wide, 2 shots wide. Blocked out. Alpha again. He has been coming off the roof of the goal time and time again. This time charges out of net and gets a block. And Vitality are just, it's counter-attack season. And they're loving it.
You know, given how much we've sort of sat with Alpha recently, it's kind of ridiculous how many habits he has. He's got a lot of plays that he defaults to. And yet, he's just so good that it still works. Well, wow, what a stop.
Great save, fantastic save, and perhaps the first goal coming through. AJ's getting 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, Radosin again. We've really spoken too much about Radosin, but he really hasn't put a foot wrong so far. Another great save, blocking out the touch, another potential open chance. Here he is, Radosin. Miss off the sideball, Zen comes through and just has an open net and puts a top corner just to show off.
Vitality have now outscored themselves from the 2s game. Very rarely does that happen. Zen adds another one to the tally. He is well over 20 goals on the day. And if they do make it the whole way through, he actually might creep up close to 40.
Yeah, and it looks like as well that could be OpTic Gaming as our 4th team going home today. We did see the win in the first series against Ground Zero, but it's one thing to sweep Ground Zero, Shogun. It's another thing to, I guess, get close to the best team in the world. And really, apart from that first 3v3, this has been a one-way traffic. Vitality just so good and clearly locked in after that loss to OpTic.
And again, I do kind of want to offer the excuse to OpTic, where they are playing the best team in the world with an ill AJ. This is what you kind of would expect if you said that out loud. Oh my god! All right, I didn't expect that. Alpha, what on earth is this?
How has he got this angle? Pre-jumped off the ceiling, gets the reset, and finds just the dirtiest angle. Wow.
I mean, how do you prepare for this team? You've got eyes on Zen. Alpha's doing this. He's also, you know, not quite there for this save, but they are setting up the Brazil.
Wow. What is happening in this game?
I believe in your own words, it's party time.
It's party. It is party time. It is full-on party time for everyone involved right here, right now. And I mean, yeah, that shot will be certainly on the highlight reel for many days to come, I reckon, from Alpha. That angle was quite ridiculous. We saw the Razier's pogo on the A stream and Alpha getting that touch. And we have the Brazil.
Waving the flags. OpTic Gaming find themselves on the wrong end of it. I need to start finding out some more legendary scorelines that are even higher than this one because Vitality have got time to add to it. Oh, I know 8-2 is one though.
8-2.
A lot of 8-2s actually.
8-2 is very, very doable. We might be seeing it.
I need people to start messaging me with like other legendary scorelines that we need to work with.
This would be the Barca, the 8-2. So we're looking forward to this one. We've just seen a few football decals coming through.
Like 9 or 10 is a Southampton. I think it's a Southampton thing.
There we go. So let's see what happens.
Let's
get the Barca first. Let's get the Barca first. Let's see if we can get it down the other end. Radosin off to Alpha. Launches it down the end. He's got space. Reddle's coming back. Does get the touch. Magic Bear's getting beat out. Is this got to be it, surely? Oh, everyone getting up and about right now. I feel like this is more important than the series score itself.
Oh, here's Radosin reset. He's got AJ. Oh, and AJ does put an end to it. Oh, no. And, okay, we need... All right, has anyone got anything for like 8-3 or 7-3?
Oh dear. I'm trying to work out what possible scenarios can OpTic come back? Maybe we need to start talking about that. We've just got 40 seconds on the clock. Magic Bear getting to work. AJ now throws it up. Alpha. A nice touch. 30 seconds. That's what's how to get. Oh, he's got to reset. He's looking for one more. He gets the pop over the top. Reddle's great save. 25 seconds, Shogun. Vitality have been phenomenal. We've had a bit of fun with the scoreline, but in terms of the series itself, Vitality, they shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be in the lower bracket, but here they are, and they're letting everyone know that they're still around.
They've actually just ruined everyone's day in this lower bracket. Oh, 7-4. We have 11 goals in this game. OpTic Gaming have at least made a show of it towards the end of this. And they've been the better team for the last 2 minutes, but been the better team in a match that they were thoroughly out of.
Yeah, they weren't quite anywhere near this one, but, well, that's what can happen sometimes is Zandy's going to keep this one out. We probably, well, unless we can see something crazy from AJ. Hang on. Oh, just goes wide.
All right,
Vitality,
I've done some looking up on this one. We've just pulled a Portsmouth versus Reading. There we go.
Let's go. We love a Portsmouth versus Reading.
Yes.
Let's go.
Here we are.
That's what everyone
the first time Reading has ever been mentioned on an RLCS broadcast.
A fantastic
Somehow I feel
result.
Portsmouth has.
And exactly what we wanted. Exactly what we wanted. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. What on Vitality? They were fantastic this series. Really just stepping up. And as we said, I can't believe they're in the lower bracket. Oxygen clearly are a fantastic team and somehow push Vitality down. OpTic unlucky that they had to